Welcome to Activating Multiple Streams of Income by Dr. Olumide Emmanuel. Please like this video, comment and subscribe to this channel. God bless you.
Hello, you're welcome to Activating Multiple Streams of Income. I am Olumide Emmanuel. There's a story in the animal kingdom that I want to share with you as we begin today. The story took place in the animal kingdom where a farmer and his wife lived with all the different animals in their farm. It was a massive farm. One day, the rat was going around the house and saw the farmer's wife setting a rat trap. So the rat, discovering that the farmer's wife was setting a rat trap, went out and called the chicken and said, "Hello, Mr. Chicken. Guess what I discovered? There's fire on the mountain. I saw the farmer's wife setting a rat trap. We all have to be careful. We have to come together and see how we can destabilize the household." The chicken looked at the rat and said, "What's my business with the rat trap? Like you said, it's a rat trap, not a chicken trap. It's set for you, not for me. It's none of my business. Go sort yourself out. As far as I'm concerned, it's you that goes into people's house looking for what is not lost. Everything I want is outside here. And wherever I go with my children. Sort yourself out." The rat, realizing that he was not going to get the help from the chicken, went to the pig. "Hello, Mr. Pig," he said. "There's fire on the mountain." Say, "Yes, where's the fire?" He said, "Well, while going around the house, I saw the farmer's wife setting a rat trap. We need to do something about it." The pig looked at him, said, "Excuse me, what's my business with rat trap? There's nothing inside there that I need. When they are finished eating, everything they don't want that they throw away is what I settle for in the dustbin. I'm okay with what I see. As a matter of fact, I don't want their raw food. I want the ones that are discarded. That's what I need to be who I'm supposed to be. So, whatever they like, let them do in their house. I'll stay outside where my food will come and meet me. So sort yourself out." Realizing that he didn't have any help in the pig, he went to the cow. "Hello, Mr. Cow," the rat said. "There's fire on the mountain." "Fire? What kind of fire?" "Well, I discovered that the farmer's wife was setting a rat trap all over the house. We need to do something about it." And the pig looked, the cow looked at the rat and said, "What an insult. Don't you think that's an insult? You're insulting me. What has the rat trap got to do with me? If I decide to invade that house, both the farmer, his wife, the trap, everything, I will bring them down. So excuse me, go and sort yourself out." Realizing now that there was no help from any corner, he called his children together in a conference and told them, "Hello, my children. There's an embargo on anybody going into the farmer's house until further notice. There's a rat trap set. No one is willing to help us. We have to be careful so that we will not be a victim." Few days later, clip, the rat trap clicked. The farmer's wife was so excited because now she believes that she has finally caught a rat and she will deal with the rat. She picked up a lantern and walked towards the rat trap, but unknown to her, the trap did not catch a rat. It caught a snake by its tail. So by getting close to the trap, she was bitten by the snake, and it was a very poisonous snake. She screamed. The husband and few people gathered together. They were able to kill the snake, but not after she has been beaten many times in a brutal way. By the time they rushed her to the hospital, it was almost too late. They treated her and sent her home. And the instruction was very simple. Make sure you prepare chicken pepper soup for her, so that you'll be taking a lot of pepper soup, so that the pepper soup will be able to do a work from within. And guess what? By the time they came back, the first person to die was the chicken. The chicken was killed to prepare chicken pepper soup. All his children were killed for chicken pepper soup. At the end of the day, there was no more chicken. By virtue of many people coming to visit them from the entire vicinity to commensurate with them, "Oh, sorry, we heard your wife was bitten by a snake." People were coming. There was no way they could feed them. And guess what? They had to kill the pig so that they can entertain the strangers and the visitors. The pig had to die for people to be fed. But at the end of the day, the farmer's wife didn't make it. She died. When she died, when they had to do the burial, they had to kill the cow for the burial service and the burial ceremony. So at the end of the day, the cow the pig, and the chicken all died just because of a rat trap. If they have listened to the rat and helped him out, they'll probably still be alive. But what they thought was none of their business became their business at the end of the day. One of the things you need to understand is that what you make happen for others, life will make happen for you. Welcome to multiple streams of income. I'm sharing this with you because I want you to know that this information is something that will benefit your life. You may tell yourself, it's none of my business. What's my business with multiple streams of income? But it's your business. Because if you don't have multiple streams of income in your life, your possibility of living a life of riches, wealth, and comfort is going to be minimal. Multiple streams of income is the secret of oceanic wealth, is the secret of unimaginable wealth. The seas and the oceans never run dry because they receive water from multiple streams. No matter how dry the season is, when ponds have dried up, when streams have dried up, when rivers have dried up, the ocean will never dry. Why? Because all the streams, the rivers, the pond, release their water into the ocean. Multiple streams of income is the secret to you having oceanic wealth that can never run dry. There is a dimension of wealth you can get into where the devourer can never walk. The devourer will enter your wealth, eat, and die inside there, and you will still be wealthy. There is a realm like that. A realm where you become wealthy, so wealthy that no devourer's ministry can prevail. No matter how much Judas was stealing, Jesus' ministry never went bankrupt because it was an oceanic wealth. Listen to me. Listen to me. Multiple streams of income is very, very important. That means you need to make money from more than one source of income. According to my research, I have realized that according to the Creator's intention, everyone is supposed to have at least 4 sources of income. Every individual is supposed to have at least 4 channels of income in operation in their life. So if you only have one source of income now, you are operating behind schedule. If all you have now is just one source of income, that's not good enough. You need to begin to think of how to move from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. And everyone should have at least 4 sources of income. The first thing I want to share with you is to let you know the dimensions of income streams that we have. When we talk about multiple streams of income, there are different dimensions of income stream. Different dimensions. 3 to be specific. Number 1, there's what is called the one-time stream. The one-time stream of income is what many people are used to. It's a stream of income whereby you work and you get returns. But you only work once and you get money once. And when you stop working, you stop getting money. That's a dimension of income that people have. It's called the one-time income, e.g. salary. When you go to work, at the end of the month, you are paid. When you don't go to work, you don't get paid. You are operating in what is called the one-time stream. Contract. You do a contract, they pay you. That's the end. If you don't do any other contract, they don't pay you. Sales. You sell a product, they pay you. They don't pay you again for the same product you have sold. So you find out that what? That's one stream. It's a linear area of life. You just have one stream of income, one work, one income. One work, one income. And that's not good enough. If that's all you are doing in your life, let me tell you something. It means that when you stop working, there's no more money coming into your life. It means that when you grow old and you can no more work, you can no more make money. So you need to begin to think of how to move from that level. The second one, which is the second dimension of income, is the once and always. I call it once and always. What that means is you work once, but you are always making money from that one labor. So you don't need to work again. Your labor is only once. For instance, if you go into real estate, you only labor once to build the house. But once the house is built, you begin to collect rents from that house forever. You don't need to labor again. You have only labored once. Transport business or any form of business, you labor once to start the business and establish the business. But once the business is established, it becomes a continual money spinner. Brings money continually. You may spend the first 5 years building it and laboring and laboring. But once you finish the labor, the business continues to roll. Intellectual property, singing a song, writing a book. I'm coming out with this CD right now. I'm in the studio now, producing this CD. Once I'm through with this studio session, the CD is ready. I don't need to come back to the studio, but this CD will continue to sell and sell without me having to come back to the studio again. So I'm laboring once, but I'll be making money from this CD continually. So that's another dimension where you labor once, but you make money continually. So it's called the once and always. The third dimension of income stream is called the free flow. The free flow is the income dimension where you don't even need to do anything. You send your money to do the work. So you don't do any work, but your money is the one that works for you. So what you do under this category is that you have your money working for you instead of you working for money. So for instance now, if I put my money into shares and stocks, I'm not working, I'm not doing anything, but my money goes there and continues to work for me. So it's called free flow. Whether you work or not, whether you are asleep, money is working for you and money is coming into your life. Real estate also falls into this category. If I get money now and I buy a real estate, I don't need to build. Instead of laboring to build, I can buy a real estate property, pay cash, and it's mine. And once I've paid cash, it's mine, the money is working. I don't even need to labor. It becomes a free flow. So those are dimensions of real estate investments and dimensions of streams. So when we talk of multiple streams of income, we are talking of you making sure that you make money from more than one source. And those sources can either be the one-time stream source or the once and always or free flow. So you can be making money from the one-time stream. That's salary. You can be earning a salary. At a particular stage of your life, we all start out earning salaries. But while you are doing that, you can begin to put money aside to do some businesses. You can begin to put money aside. If you practice the investment principles of life, you begin to make sure that every money that comes into your hand, you make sure that you separate it into 70-30. You can get my tape on the pathway to wealth. It's one of my CDs, the pathway to wealth. It teaches you the pathway to wealth. It talks about financial intelligence, financial planning, and financial, and tells you how to spend your money. When money comes, what to do with it, how to break your money. That is a powerful CD I would advise you to get. So when you do the right thing with your money, it's not how much you earn that matters. It's what you do with what you earn that matters. So if money coming into your hand is well taken care of and well utilized, you make sure that as the money is coming, you are doing the right thing with the money. When you do the right thing with the money, you can move from salary, and the savings you are putting together and the investment, you can transfer it to transport business or any other business or intellectual property or real estate. Then you can also be transferring it straight into the free flow and be using it to buy shares and stocks. And that's how you begin to move on. Now, you need to understand that there are different dimensions of income. When we really talk about income, there are actually three kinds of income that falls also into these three dimensions of stream. There's what is called the earned income, the passive income, and the portfolio income. Earned income, passive income, and portfolio income. Earned income is income that comes when you work. So you have to earn it. That's why it's called earned income. It's an income you have to earn. You have to do something to earn that income. So that's still the one-time stream. If you don't do something, the income does not come. So your salary is earned income. You're a contractor, it's earned income. I see a lot of people say I'm a contractor. Contracting is not a career. Say I'm a politician, that's not a career. Say I'm a politician, I'm a contractor, it's not a career. So you earned income. You have to now work to get something. That's earned income. But you see, passive income is an income where you don't need to work to get something. You just need to do something little and the money is coming in. Just like I said, the once and always. So passive income are incomes that come from real estate and from your businesses. So your rental income is just coming, is a passive income. You are not working, the income is just coming because you have worked once and the thing is now coming in like that. Then you have what is called the portfolio income. Portfolio income is income that comes from your paper assets, and that's when you don't even need to work. Your money is the one working for you. So you have put your money to work and the money is now working for you and income is coming. So in order for you to be able to come into a place of tremendous wealth, unimaginable wealth, you must begin to activate multiple streams of income. You must begin to make sure that in your life you make money from more than one source. You must make sure that your life you are producing money from just more than just one source. So apart from your salaries or your business, you can put money in real estate, in shares, in stocks, and in other things so that you'll be able to create wealth for yourself. The question now is, how do you activate multiple streams of income? What are the strategies for activating multiple streams of income? Because a lot of people want to do, but they're like, okay, how do I go about it? Well, the first step in activating multiple streams of income is that you must discover your primary and dominant stream. Because see, for instance, there's a stream that you start out with that can now break up into other streams. But that primary stream, that dominant stream, you must discover it. As an individual right now, I have many streams of income in my life. But primarily, I am a teacher. That's my job. I'm a teacher. So my primary dominant stream in life is teaching. And because I'm a teacher, I spend all my life teaching. That's all I do. So that's my primary stream. Because I'm called of God to teach people. I'm called of God to impart people with wisdom and common sense that will help them to be victorious in different aspects of life. So I'm called to be a teacher of common sense. I'm called to be a teacher of wisdom. And that's what I do in my pastoral duty. I have members in my church that come every week. I teach them. I impart into their life wisdom and common sense. And that's my primary stream. That's my primary life. That's every other thing stems out of that primary stream. So I have discovered what my dominant and primary stream is, because that's what my creator has created me for. You need to discover yours. You may be a medical doctor. That may be your you may be a medical, and that's your primary dominant stream. But now you are a medical doctor, but you don't have to stop there. As you now make your money, you now begin to diversify. You now begin to buy shares and stock. You begin to go into real estate. You don't even need to be there. Your money can be doing the job for you. So the first step is discover your primary and dominance stream. That's the first assignment. The problem is that a lot of people don't even know what is their primary and dominant stream. They are still experimenting, and that's a major issue. So you are doing all kinds of things. Oh, you do this today, you do that tomorrow. You are trying to find out. Whatever will be. Whatever comes your way, you are ready. If they tell you now they want to come and be a fashion designer, you are ready to go as long as there is money there. If somebody calls you now and say, oh, you just come abroad and come and join me in my business and be a driver, you will follow them, because you don't know your primary stream. You don't know your vision. You don't have a vision. And where there is no vision, people perish. Where there is no vision, people cast off restraint. So you need to have a primary stream. What is your calling? What is your goal? What is your vision? What is your plan? What exactly is your life all about? When you have that primary stream, that becomes your primary income source. That becomes your primary income source. And now when money now begins to come from that primary income source, you now begin to do the right thing with that money. At this point, I need to digress a little and give you some tips from my other CDs. You need to get my CD on developing investment mentality. You also need to get my CD on the pathway to wealth. You also need to get my CD on maximizing opportunity. These are other CDs and many more that are out there that you need to get. In order for you to be able to develop multiple streams of income, you need to have a source of income, which is your primary source of income. But like I've always said, it's not how much you make that matters, it's what you do with what you make that matters. And that is why you need investment mentality. Because the investment mentality is a mindset that is concerned about the multiplication of all that you have. It's a mindset that is concerned about the acquisition of asset and not liability. It's a mindset that is concerned about bringing you to a level where money works for you and you don't have to work for money. And in Pathway to Wealth, you discover that when you make money, you need to separate your money into 70-30. 70% of the money that you make is what you live with. You live within 70% of your income. Whatever 70% of your income cannot accommodate is not yet your portion. You have to wait until you grow to that level. The 30%, you need to now invest part of it. You learn more about that in the tape Pathway to Wealth. So as you are investing your income, you are moving to the next level. So that takes us to step 2 in activating multiple streams of income. Step 1 is discover your primary and dominant stream. Step 2 is use financial intelligence and investment mentality to develop other streams by diversification. Let me give you my story. I'm a teacher. I pastor a church where I teach and do my job as a pastor. So as a pastor, that is my primary stream. However, as money comes into my hand as a pastor, I can't live all my life waiting for money to come into my hand to take care of my responsibilities just because I'm a pastor. I now sit down and say I'm a full-time minister and I'm waiting for people to bring money for me to survive. No. I've got gifts, I've got talents, I've got potentials. I know what the power to get wealth is all about. So, apart from being a pastor, because I'm called to teach, which is the primary core of my life, I don't need to only teach by pastoring. I also teach through products. This product you have right now is my product. because I'm a teacher and I'm teaching you now through the CD. So I started producing products, teaching products, tapes and books. I started writing books. So from being a teacher, I became an author. So I started making money through my books, through my tapes, and through my CDs. So that became a stream of income. So are you getting it now? So that became a stream of income. So apart from just making money from one source, when you discover your primary and dominant stream, as money begins to come from that, you now diversify into another stream of income. That becomes the second stream. Now, as I began to write books, produce CDs and tapes and manuals, I realized that I could take it to another level. So I moved again to the next level. I went into training and seminars. I started organizing trainings and seminars for organizations, for individuals. So right now, we have a lot of seminars. I do seminars for singles. I do seminars for married people. I have what's called the Wisdom for Singles seminar. I have what is called the Wisdom for Couples seminar. I have 5 auto seminars in my organization that I do. I have an organization called the Common Sense Seminars and Training. This CD now is from the Common Sense Media. They are all under the group of company that I run. Now, under Common Sense Seminars and Training, we have what's called the How to Build a Successful Business Seminar, where I use what I have to teach other people. How to be a best-selling author seminar, where I teach people how to be a best-selling author from my own experience. How to be an exceptional leader. How to be a success in life. These are all seminars, auto seminars. Then finally, how to be a millionaire seminar. So there are 5 seminars apart from the relational ones, making 7 altogether that I run. So I started doing so. I make money from the primary stream of teaching. Now another stream that brings money is the books, the tapes, the CD. Now another stream that brings money is the seminar. Then I started buying shares. So as money comes, I'm buying shares. That brings another stream. Then as I continued in life, I got to a point where I felt, wow, I need to go to the next level. So I started buying properties, lands, cheap lands. I don't care how far it is. I don't care whether it's in a bush or in a village. The bush today will be a city tomorrow. Village today is a city tomorrow. A city today was a village yesterday. And that's how I've been opening up different streams in my life. I'm a public speaker. I'm a motivational speaker. People invite me. I go around, I speak, I organize seminars. And that's how I've been able to, from one stream, use financial intelligence and investment mentality to develop other streams. So you can now look into your life. What is the present stream that you have now? So if you are a worker, you are working in an establishment, you are a civil servant, you are a salary earner, no problem. Now that you are earning the salary, you now need to make sure that every month as your money comes in, you separate money, at least 10% every month of your income, or periodically of your income, depending on what kind of income you have. You separate money consistently for investments. So as you begin to separate money, depending on how much it is, whether it can fit into shares and stock, or fit into you starting a new business, or fit into you going to real estate, no problem. Just begin to separate it. And before you know it, you are opening up yourself to other streams. Then you need to sit down and look inwards. What are your gifts? What are your talents? What are your potentials? What are the things that you can do? Look into your life. Look into your heart. Search yourself. Take an inventory of yourself. And you'll be amazed that there are many things you can do by the side that will be bringing money for you without affecting your primary stream. So, in order for you to be able to activate multiple streams of income, the first step is you must discover your primary and dominant stream. The second step is that you must use financial intelligence and investment mentality to develop other streams by diversification. By diversifying, moving from one thing to the other, and before you know it, you have a group of company or group of things that brings money to your hand. And the last step in activating multiple streams of income is that you now need to consolidate each of those streams and continue to expand. So what do I mean by that? I go back to my example. So when I started out, like I said, I'm a teacher. Then I started writing books and tapes. So books and tapes started coming out, then seminars and training, then shares and stocks, then real estate. So right now, I'm now trying to move into the third phase of consolidating each of those streams. So right now, Even though I'm still a pastor, I'm still a teacher, teaching people and pastoring. My book ministry now, I'm now trying to bring it up to become a full-fledged publishing company. Are you getting that idea now? So that I can now consolidate it. And since I already have enough books and I've helped other people to produce their own book, we are now in the consolidation to try to establish a solid publishing company that will be able to become a money spinner over a period of time. It has not yet gotten there. It's still in the elementary stage, but that will now be, that's the thought. Then now you have in your hand, now you're listening to the CD, the Common Sense Media. Now the tapes were being produced, but now we're now setting up a full media section where the tapes will be professionally packaged, produced, and they can begin to run on their own. Are you getting now? Then the shares and stocks, then the real estate. So everything is now being, so your progress in life needs to go through that step. You now need to consolidate each stream of income in your life and continue to expand it so that you can arrive at that point of oceanic wealth, that point where you become extremely wealthy, where you can solve problems in many people's life and be a tremendous blessing to people in your generation. And that is what I believe everybody needs to arrive in. So activating multiple streams of income is a major thing that you must do in your life. So wherever you are right now, it doesn't matter where you are starting from. That doesn't matter. As long as you have this information and you are planning your life in accordance with making sure that these informations work for you and these truths become a reality in your life, you'll be amazed that soon and very soon, sooner than you think, your life will take a new shape and you'll become an extremely wealthy individual. I want to share with you some informations and opportunities available in our establishment that will be a tremendous benefit to you. Like I told you before, we're into seminars and training. We have all kinds of seminars and all kinds of training that we do. So make sure that you get in touch with us so that we can assist you with this seminar and training materials so that it can help you in your life journey. But apart from that, I want to talk to you about the Fingerprint Investment Club. The Fingerprint Investment Club is the pathway to wealth. It's an investment club like no other. It's unique because it helps people to create wealth in an easy way. And it works in a very simple way. All you need to do is to bring in a fixed amount on a monthly basis. You bring the money every month, and at the end of the year, you get a 20% return guaranteed on your investments. That's one of the things that we do in our establishment. We're into fund management, the Fingerprint Investment Club. So what you do, you bring the money there. Every year, you get 20% return guaranteed. And that, compounded over a period of time, can be a great wealth pot for you. So you can do it on behalf of yourself, your family, your children. You can do it on behalf of your business, especially those of you that are in the civil service, planning your retirement. Those of you that are traders, you are sole proprietors, you work for your own, you work on your own, you are entrepreneurs. There's no retirement benefit for you. There's nobody that's going to pay you any gratuity or retirement package. So you need to begin to put something aside that will begin to create wealth for you in the future. So every month, begin to put something aside. And over a period of time, if for instance in 5 years you want to build a house, in 5 years you want to relocate, in 5 years you want to marry, in 5 years you want to start a business, you can put something aside that will compound over a 5-year period. And before you know it, little by little, every month, in 5 years, in 10 years, it has become millions. And you are glad you did it. We also have what is called the Fingerprints Premium for those that may not be able to bring in money on a monthly basis. Maybe you have a large sum of money or a lump sum of money you want to invest. Fine. You can bring it to us. Bring in the money. We invest the money. And once the money is invested, every year you'll be getting 20% return. Guaranteed. It's a guaranteed return, 20%. And your investment will still be there. So no matter how much you have, you bring in the lump sum. We invest it on your behalf. And you'll be glad you did. You can visit www.fingerprintsclub.com. www.fingerprintsclub.com for more details, and you can contact us. The details are on the sleeve of the CD you're listening to, and let us talk business. Another thing I want to talk to you about is the Common Sense estate development. One of the things we also do is that we're into estate development. We buy virgin lands and develop it into an habitable estate and sell the land to interested individuals for residential and investment purposes. We make genuine and affordable land available to interested people. We've done a lot of that, and we're still going to do a lot of that. So the prices of the land are various price size. The prices vary from estate to estate, location to location, and there are different plot sizes. So you can contact us also for details on that, and it will also be a tremendous benefit to you. So I want to advise you that you take advantage of all this opportunity. Visit our website, get in touch with us, and you'll be glad you did. And finally, I've got a lot of materials. This CD is not the only product I have. I have a lot of CDs. I've written over 50 books and over 30 already published. You need to take advantage of all those materials. Get my books. I've got books on relationship, books on investment. I've got books on entrepreneuring, on business. I've got books on finance. I've got books on leadership. I've got books on different aspects of life, and materials and tips are all available. So take advantage of them. Order for them. You can even go into marketing. There are people that have made millions by just marketing our product, and because we give good discounts to all our marketers. So take advantage of it, and as you do that, you'll be glad you did. I want you to know that when you begin your life and you have a right plan and you stick to your plan, there's no limit to how far you can get to. Multiple streams of income is a possibility. All you need to do is to start from where you are and stick with the journey, and you will arrive on the other side. No matter what dream you have, I want you to know that it's possible. All you need to do is to stick to it. I congratulate you in advance, because I know that soon and very soon your story will change, and you'll be glad that you listened to this CD and you acted upon it. Bye bye.